And the Kenya National Commission on Human Rights, KNCHR, in collaboration with development partners, has launched the Death Penalty Project's latest report, which provides a comprehensive analysis of the lives of prisoners on death row in Kenya. The report has showed that nearly two-thirds of Kenya's death row inmates struggle with physical and mental health challenges. It has also revealed that the majority of those sentenced to death may not have had adequate defense and information on their cases and did not understand court proceedings. Unveiling the report, KNCHR Chairperson Roslyn Odede and Commissioner Marion Mutugi noted that the goal of the justice system should be to rehabilitate instead of punish, and that the death penalty should be abolished.
When we started this survey, this study, there were 600 people on death row. Now, what we know is there are thousands of people who have been sentenced to death and commuted, so no longer on death row. But if you look at the number of people who are affected by this law, it's actually thousands of people. But at the time of the survey, the study, there were only 600 people on death row.
Death penalty amounts to torture. The death penalty is a cruel, inhuman, and degrading treatment. It is a punishment that denies all hope as you live in constant fear of being killed year in, year out. This is coupled with the poor detention conditions, methods of execution, and the psychological distress that accompanies a death sentence.
Data that we gathered from the Kenya prisoners show that more than 10% of the sample had never been in any formal education. More than two-thirds had only completed primary school, and almost half of these had only completed up to class 4 of primary education. Less than 2% had been to university. So they're not the most educated people from Kenya. At the time of their offence, most of them, about 90%, were not in permanent full-time employment. And the vast majority, 79%, were in routine or semi-routine jobs. Those convicted of robbery were particularly poor. They were earning less than those who were convicted of murder. And two-thirds of our participants reported that their physical health had suffered since they'd been in prison. And just under two-thirds said their mental health had suffered. Again, two-thirds said their relationships with their families had worsened.